YouTube. I have another deck profile here. It's going to be another quick draw, not quick, plant synchro thing. I know the format's ending, but I just wanted to show you guys what I've been playing the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I'll play probably until the new ban list, because I don't want to do 6 samurai stuff just yet. I'm going to wait to see what gets hit. So here's the deck. Sangan, because it's staple, and it's good because it lets you search. It lets you search dandelion, you know, debris dragon, everything like that. Gloat bulb, Trigodia. Trigodia is for darks and for things that you can't really get over. You need to Synchro summon because you can take your opponent's monsters. Mainly he's there for darks, and since you don't run a lot of defenses. Gloat bulb is because he's very, very good with things like tokens and dandelion and 1-for-1. Card Trooper because you can mill and bring back with debris and mill. Titanial because he's staple. Spore because it's again kind of a staple, but it works well with 1-for-1, things like that. Gores because again you're not running a lot of traps. I'm running 3 continuous traps and then 2 Solemn Warning, and then book and MST. So he has better uses first turn, or if they have just cleared your field, which is, it happens kind of a lot in this format with Quick Draw being prominent, not Plant Synchro being prominent. Dandelion, because it's basically the linchpin of the deck. It allows you to do things with Gloat Bulb, stuff like that. 2 Effect Veiler, because Effect Veiler is a light, and it's a very, very, very good card. It allows you to stop plays that otherwise would be game-changing, that your opponent makes during their turn. Double Lone Fire, so you can get out things like Titanial and Dandelion faster. Also, you can tribute tokens that you may be foolish with Dandelion or milled off Raikou, anything, to get Titanial or Gloat Bulb Synchro formula. Double Chaos Sorcerer, so it's basically like having 5 Caius, but he has more restrictions, and it allows you to push for more damage and everything like that. Triple Caius. Triple Caius is extremely important because even if you just draw 1 and you have an extra token sometime during the game, which is highly probable, or your opponent fails to destroy one of your back rows, not back rows, but face down monsters, you can just tribute at any time during the game, and it'll be good. Usually, like, it won't ever be bad if your opponent has cards in the field. Triple Raikou, because we need lights and we need to mill, and you can bring him back with Debris Dragon, and he has a very good effect. So, things like that. Triple Debris. Triple Debris is, again, kind of linchpin with Dandelion. So, it allows you to reset the game sometimes, that type of thing. Foolish, staple, put Dandelion, Gloat Bulb, etc. in the grave. Monster Born, Dark Hole, both staple. 1-for-1, discard Dandelion, special summon Gloat Bulb, Spore, whatever, right? It allows you to go for Colossal Fighter, Artemirum, OTK with Debris Dragon and Dandelion in hand, and nothing on your opponent's side of the field, or except for a monster that you can kind of attack over, like with Colossal. Attack under with Colossal. Cold Wave. Cold Wave is, again, good against more defensive decks, and since I'm not running a lot of traps and quick plays, it's good. And you can always chain the quick plays. Charge of Light Brigade. It gets you a Raikou, and it mills 3. That milling is pretty important, because first turn, if you don't have anything, and you have to wait for a set Raikou, you can charge, and you'll already have 3 milled, and maybe you can make some big plays with a Lone Fire, because you might have milled Dandelion. So it helps with the luck, that type of thing. Aid to get rid of more defensive back rows, that type of thing. It also allows you to return Call of the Haunted and Limit Verse to your hand for reuse after you've Synchro summoned. These Mystical Spice Typhoon, double Mystical Spice Typhoon, helps with the Gravekeeper matchup because MST obviously kills Necrovelli, and it helps against Blackwings because if you set if you go first, or if you only have one card in the field and you just go, not one card, but if you have no cards in the field and you just play MST and you happen to hit Icarus, something like that, that happens, and then of course you hit Oppression. Double Pot of Avarice, I don't have Pot of Duality, but I probably wouldn't run it anyways. This allows you to put anything back, and then just +1. So it allows you to recycle again, more recycling. Book of Moon, defensive, offensive, and control spell. Super diverse. Call the Haunted, which functions similarly to Limit Reverse. These are thousands or less, and defense position destroy. This is anything, but Tyrannid gets them back, and then you can always get Spore. You can get half your deck with them in reverse. Maybe over half. And then double Solemn Warning, because Solemn Warning is very good against most decks. It's a great card. Stops those Crucial Summons for something a little less than Solemn Judgment. My extra is very standard. 2 Black Rose Dragon. You need 2. Maybe even 3 if you're, that type of player. Probably not, though, because you'll have risk before you get 3. 2 Formula. Again, you can go for 3 if you do a lot more double glow up bulb type things. Scrap Dragon. This is probably my favorite card of the whole format in this deck anyways. If you have, you can just go Foolish, Summon Debris, bring back Dandelion, Synchro Summon. You'll have 3 tokens and Scrap Dragon on the field, pop a token, pop a card. So if they don't have any back rows, or if they don't have anything to protect themselves, then you have a 2800 beat stick that could destroy a card every turn for like 3 turns. It's kind of like Dark Arm Dragon, but, obviously not quite. Stardust Dragon, because he's a very good card, so if they're top decking Raikos, stuff like that, they won't be able to do anything. Armory Arm, because it's needed for Armory Arm Colossal OTK, obviously, and then if you have 2 tokens and then a formula, you can sync, and then if you happen to have another formula, because it's possible, it happens all the time, you can go to Goyo, you can go to Bryonak. That's pretty important. Iron Chain, because you can bring back Raiko and sync, or if they Book a Moon, like if you already have 2 tokens on the field for some reason, and they, like if you try to go to Scrap Dragon or level 8, and they book your Dandelion, which isn't great, you definitely book the Brew Dragon, then you can sync for that. But it's better with best with Raiko. Bryonak, still a good end game card. Go Guardian, because it's Go Guardian. Shooting Star, I did decide to play that. Gungnir, I'm siding Snowman Eaters, so this works. And, yeah, he's good. Catastor, Colossal Fighter, pretty important. It gets over big threats and then can attack again if it's the same, because Titanium and things like that are popular. And then Mistworm. I do find I can go into Mistworm relatively easily if I have Spore. Or occasionally Glow Up Bulb, but mostly Spore. So, yeah. Well, there's the deck. Comment, rate, subscribe if you like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably have some duels up soon, so look out for those.